Needle stick injury means the injury or wound caused by accidental puncture by needle into the skin. किन लोगों को ये इंजरी होने के चांसेस होते हैं? All healthcare professionals, surgeons, and all those people who handle needle equipment. Just like scalpels, needles, syringes, lancets. क्या hazard है needle stick injury का? क्या इसके नुकसानात हैं? The biggest risk is the transmission of infectious disease, which is blood-borne viruses, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, AIDS, HIV, herpes. Other than viruses, needle stick injury also transmits some bacteria and other microorganisms, just like brucellosis, malaria, cryptococcosis, cutaneous gonorrhea, tuberculosis, toxoplasmosis, syphilis. कैसे ये disease transmit करता है? Skin puncture by infected needle can cause dangerous fluid entry into the body, which can cause the disease. How do needle stick injuries occur? कैसे होता है? क्यों हो जाता है ये needle stick injuries या किन लोगों को होने के chances होते हैं? It basically depends on many factors. Nature of the procedure, staff skill, working environment, handling of the equipment, sharps, syringes, surgeon's experience or the staff experience. What do we need to do in case of needle stick injury? Especially अगर हमें इंट्राऑपरेटिवली प्रोसीजर के दौरान नीडल स्टिक इंजरी हो जाए तो क्या करना चाहिए? सबसे पहली बात, अबैंडन द प्रोसीजर एंड अनाउंस इन ऑपरेशन थिएटर दैट यू गॉट नीडल स्टिक इंजरी. Immediately wash the wound with running water. Do not scrub the wound, avoid sucking the wound, only wash with soap water. The wound should be dried and covered with waterproof plaster. The wound can be covered with a bandage also. In case of a large cut, you should seek medical care. The next step is to report the injury to higher authorities or occupational health department. Reporting needle or sharps injury helps to reduce the future risk, as it may be due to unsafe behavior of a surgeon or any worker or hazardous workplace conditions. या तो एम्प्लॉयर के, वर्कर या सर्जन के अनसेफ बिहेवियर की वजह से ऐसा हुआ या वर्क प्लेस कंडीशंस ही सेफ नहीं थी. सो रिपोर्ट करना हायर अथॉरिटीज को, हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट, हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर को बहुत जरूरी है ताकि फ्यूचर रिस्क बचाया जा सके और दोबारा ऐसा ना हो. द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप इज रिस्क असेसमेंट. यूजुअली अ कंप्लीट स्क्रीनिंग ऑफ अ पेशेंट इज डन बिफोर सर्जरी. But in case of needle stick injury intraoperatively or during the procedure or surgery, you must check the notes, you must check the history and file of that patient, whether a patient is hepatitis B or C positive or the patient is carrying HIV. In case of HIV, always check that the patient is taking antiretroviral therapy or not. What is the latest CD4 count? Because all those patients who are already taking antiretroviral therapy and the CD4 count is very low, there is minimal chance of the disease acquired by the person who got needle stick injury. The risk of transmission of disease with a needle prick from HIV infected individual is 0.3%, which means 3 out of 1,000 cases. All the blood samples are withdrawn to check hepatitis B, C, HIV of the individual who got needle stick injury. In case if the individual who got needle stick injury already is vaccinated against hepatitis B, then there is no need to worry about hepatitis B. For hepatitis C, immunoglobulins are given immediately. For monitoring HCV, we need to check LFTs 6 monthly. In case of HIV, if the patient is unbooked, unscreened, or there is a suspicion of HIV or the patient is diagnosed with HIV and not taking antiretroviral therapy, it is essential to take post-exposure prophylaxis PEP. It should be taken as soon as possible or within 72 hours of exposure, preferably within 24 hours. It is a 28-day course of a medication. A combination of antiretroviral medications are given, just like tenofovir, emtricitabine, taken once or twice daily as a pill for 28 days. The next thing is to complete incident report. Incident registers are maintained in every hospital, so incident report must be noted after needle stick injury. The next important question is how to prevent needle stick injury, or what are the precautions that we should take to prevent injury next time. The first and the foremost step is to wear personal protective equipment, PPE. In case If the patient is already known to have HIV, it protects against needle stick injuries, body fluids, and potential hazards. It includes gloves, gown, protective eyewear, and face mask. The next step is to practice safe handling techniques. Sharps and needles should be handled carefully. Dispose of sharps immediately after the procedure. Use sharps container. Always put the needles and sharps container out of reach of children. Always transport the sharp container with safety to avoid spilling of the needles and sharps. Avoid overfilling sharps container. Avoid recapping the contaminated syringes. Don't bend or break the contaminated needles. We should use safe alternatives instead of needles. Last but not the least, education and training programs. All healthcare workers should attend workshops or training programs to learn about safe handling, to learn about blood-borne pathogens, to prevent needle stick injuries. It is a great practice to stay informed and up to date. This is all about needle stick injury or needle prick injury.